Today in Squad Busters, I'm going to be going over all the balance changes for the spooky update. Certain troops have been nerfed and buffed, double modifiers are now a lot more common, and we have some changes to progression that makes quite a difference. Be sure to use code Claz in the Squad Busters shop if you ever buy anything in this update, and let's go check out the changes. Okay, so we're going to start off with the troop balance changes. So El Primo will now start with his flying elbow drop ability fully charged. So this means the second you pick him from a troop, you can use that elbow ability, which can help you either run away from players, stun a player. It's a good buff. I think it will make it definitely a lot better to pick immediately for a good effect. The medic now also has slightly more health to help boost its relevancy in the game. An ultra goblin will now drop more coins when you pick him from a chest. So currently he only drops 10 coins, but now after the update, he's going to be dropping 12 coins. So a 2-coin buff. It doesn't make a huge difference, but if you pick 3 goblins and then fuse up a goblin, you get an extra 6 coins total. It's something. B and tank now have indicators to show you where you can get your B and tank in the map, because a lot of people get confused. You can now use the ultimate Dynamite's barrel bomb spell on carrots or trees, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that's like not really a buff. That's kind of just, who cares? Leon has received a nerf, so he no longer goes fully invisible anymore. So he'll only go partially invisible, when before you could like sneak up on someone and they wouldn't even know. Well, now you're probably gonna know if someone sneaks up on you because they're gonna still be somewhat visible. A fused Pam will now build bigger and more powerful healing stations. This is for when you fuse her up. Now, this is how she used to work like a month ago, but for some reason in the Transformers update, they nerfed Pam, and now they're just giving her that buff back. So nothing changes from like a month ago. The next change is actually pretty big. The bandit will now drop a couple extra gems when you fuse her up. This is to make her worth fusing up. Now, the bandit already received a buff in the Transformers update, so 2 buffs back to back. The bandit is getting really good now. A fusion penny will now drop an extra treasure map. This is to make her more worth fusing up, and this is something I've wanted for a long time. So now if you fuse up a penny, so you get 3 pennies, you will get 4 treasure maps instead of 3. The Kaiju, Rainmaker, and Lava Hound will now respawn much faster in maps. This is to make it so you always got something to fight. Stronger small monsters will now drop more coins in battle, just so you can progress to get chests faster. So for example, the Dark Goblin, the Bomber, the Rifleman. Also, minions now drop less coins in the lava map, so a little nerf, but honestly, the lava map's already so good that this won't make a difference. Next up, we're going to be going over battle modifier changes. In Crystal Forest, you can now use a bomb or barrel bomb spell on the trees to break them, but if you do that, you will get less loot, so just use your Greg. In Doppelgangers, you can now only get a maximum of 3 troops worth of loot. So for example, if you have like 10 Jessies in your squad, you'll only get 3 Jessie worth of turrets, so that's 3 turrets. Penny will also now drop 3 maps when you get her from a chest in Doppelgangers. Before, no matter how many pennies you got, you would only get 1 treasure map, but now you'll get 3. In Hatchling Herder, they fixed a bug where big hatchlings would count into your squad, meaning your chest prices would be more expensive if you had hatchlings. That's no longer going to be the case. And we're actually going to be getting a big increase of double modifiers. So you know how sometimes you get into a game and then you'll get 2 modifiers, they're called like the bonus mods? Well, some modifiers are now going to have an increased chance of getting a bonus modifier. So Golden Boots, Doppelgangers, and Loot Machines will now have a medium chance of getting a second mod. Gem Overload, Monster Pets, Angry Vines, Spell Overload, Epic Overload, 1-coin Chest, and Timeout will now have a high chance of getting a second modifier. And Turbo Overload, Fusion Start, and Mega Boss Showdown will now have a very high chance of getting a bonus mod. There's also going to be some changes to gameplay. First of all, Lucky Finds. So since the Transformers update, there was a big increase to how often you'd get Lucky Finds from the game. Now that apparently wasn't intended. Well, the team wanted to rebalance Lucky Finds to make them a little bit less stupidly OP, but still good. So the chances to get Lucky Find are now slightly reduced for people who have higher placement, so that's like first, second, third, or have a bigger squad. Lucky Finds will also now appear at the very end of a game. Before, they wouldn't appear in the final few seconds. And Lucky Finds have a double chance of appearing in the final stretch, so the final 60 seconds. Also, if you want to refuse a Lucky Find, you can. So if you get a fused Dr. T and you're like, I don't want that crap, I just want a normal troop, you can literally just get a normal chest and say bye-bye to Dr. Doodoo. You will now get more hearts spawning around the map, so you're not like struggling to find health. And when you kill any sort of big boss, their loot will now be more concentrated to the middle. So if you play Whack-A-Mole and then you kill the mole, more of its loot will be in the very center, so you get rewarded for killing the mole. I remember in the past, if you kill a Whack-A-Mole, it would just spread out so much it wasn't worth it. There's also going to be changes to chest progression. So first of all, you can now get 7, 8, and 9 troops from a single tap from a chest. And in addition to that, look at these stats. So we can see here, the chances of getting nothing from a tap has gone from 40% down to 30%, so a pretty big buff. The chances of getting 1 troop goes from 46 to 57. The chances of getting 2 and 3 troops has stayed the same, but the chances of getting 4, 5, or 6 troops from a tap has actually gone down a little bit. But now you can actually get 7, 8, or 9. So if you don't know what this means, pretty much it means on average you'll get 16% more babies, so 16% more progression. It is definitely a good change. Portal energy no longer has a daily limit if you're in the squad journey, so you can just get infinite portal energy. And in fact, it actually only takes 45,160 portal energy to get from the spooky world to the squad league, which is the same as getting from the lava world to the spooky world. So they've actually lowered the amount of portal energy you need now. There's also going to be some improvement to devices, especially for Android, so hopefully you guys get less lag just playing the game. But that's it for the balance changes. Let's get into a game using all the troops that have received changes and see if they're better now. Okay, so we're going to be on Haunted Garden and Loot Machine. So let's get into a game and see how much these balance changes make the troops better. So we're going to start off with a Goblin, which should now spawn 12 coins instead of 10. And there we go. We get 12 coins and then a 13th coin because I picked one up. And let's try to fuse up our Goblin straight away. So boop, we get 2 Goblins. And you know what? Should I get a Golden Boot? I mean, that'll give me 20 seconds of turbo. I'm going to do it. I wonder if that's a good or bad idea. Or, like, should you save them? Should you not? Anyways, we get a bunch more coins here from fusing up the Goblin, which is pretty good. Let's take these keys. Oh my God, definitely take these keys. Actually, was that worth it? For 10 coins, I got 3 keys. You know what? I think that was worth it. I definitely think that was smart. Let's get ourselves a penny, which now should drop an extra map when you fuse her up. We're going to go down here, get ourselves a Primo, which now instantly has his ability. You see? Boom. We jump straight away now. I'm actually going to buy some turbo. I definitely want some more turbo boots here. And I think this is good because if you don't want to rush middle, you can now get some turbo. Anyways, we're actually about to die, so I definitely need a Pam now. Let's re-roll, get ourselves... Okay, we get our Ruffs and... Oh my God. I had no unit to fuse up, so it fused up my Ruffs. That is actually so OP. What the heck? I just got a fused epic in the first 2 minutes. We are on the dev build right now. And you see there, look, Leon is no longer fully invisible. You see that guy didn't go fully invisible. Let's get ourselves a Pam, pick up that heart, get the treasure map. Let's get ourselves a key from you. Run down. I'm looking to get some chess game, all right? I need some actual chests here. So we're going to get a tank that will point to the coast. This tank indicator, which is just below. We're going to get a bandit. We should now get additional gems from fusing up that bandit. So there we go. Get ourselves a reroll for a medic, which now should heal a little bit more, I think. Let's go up to this. Okay, you just stole my chest, buddy. You know what? You're done. No. You are so done. You are so done. And he just made me buy a bunch of gems by accident. That is kind of annoying. Let's get ourselves a B. That will point to the closest B indicator. I'm going to run down here. Why is everybody taking my chest? Leave me a chest. Stop stealing my flipping chest. Oh my God, I'm actually so mad. These bots are really irritating. I thought he stole another chest. I was going to go crazy. Let's get ourselves a bandit. I definitely want to fuse up the bandit. So can we fuse it up here? Oh, there you go. We get a bandit fused up. And there you go. We get a bunch of gems from that because we get additional gems for fusing him up. The closest B is down here. I actually don't need to think anymore. We just go to the closest B. So hello. There's a bunch of spells here. I'm just going to throw every single spell on this guy. Yep. Sorry, buddy. It is what it is. Let's get ourselves another Pam. Get our B and a B. Rush to middle real quickly. I want 4 turbo boots, 100%. I need some turbo. Let's take you out. In this chest, we're going to get ourselves a fuse bandit. And there we go. Yeah, I saw. We got a couple more gems there. I don't know how much it was, but it was more. Let's get a Colonel Ruffs. That fuses up one of our troops. Run to the left. Get a Leon. And then let's go invisible. No longer fully invisible, but we are still somewhat invisible, I guess. So I guess it's going to be good to hide a little bit. I don't know. We get a bunch more gems from that. Let's rush middle real quickly. Use our rage spell. Go for this guy. He's got a ring from this modifier. I'm gonna steal that ring. That's now mine, buddy. Let's get ourselves another penny. Unfortunately, we didn't get to fuse up our penny, but you guys would have already seen earlier. You do get more from it. We get a Poco. This guy, buddy, just die already. There's only 11 seconds left. You're done. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. You as well, buddy. You got 7 seconds left to out-survive the Claz. Is he gonna do it? I think he's barely gonna do it. 3, 2... Why, he barely did it. Well, that's it for the balance changes. Remember to use code Claz in the Squad Busters shop if you buy anything in this new update. And if you want to watch more, I've made it very easy for you guys. There's 2 videos on screen. All you've got to do is click one and I'll literally see you in that video. This one goes over everything in the most recent update. And then this one is just a banger. I don't know. You decide which one looks more cool, all right?